Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another reaction to Game of Thrones. This Game of Thrones Thursday. This is Season 5, Episode 2, The House of Black and White. I have no idea what the title is actually a reference to, so I'm not even going to attempt to guess what it could mean. I do hope that we get to see Arya this episode, though, because she never appeared in the season premiere. I'm definitely interested to see where her story goes from here, especially with her arrival in Braavos. Also, we never actually saw Bran in the season premiere either, which is interesting because I did bring up a theory in the season 4 finale about him and Khaleesi's dragons possibly having some sort of link. Obviously, we know about his skill and these visions and whatnot, being able to possess animals or carry over his consciousness. I don't know if that works for dragons as well. Hopefully that is a thing. Otherwise, I'm completely wrong and I'm just writing fan fiction right now. But I'm going to keep this short, this introduction, because my throat is a little bit sore today. I wouldn't be surprised if I lose my voice by the end of this reaction, but I'm going to power through it just for you guys. If you guys are looking for my full reaction to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Right away. Watch the title actually be in reference to her story. Kind of hope we get to see that one actor again, or that one character that originally gave her the coin. We know he's a man of many faces, so we could see the character, but with a different actor in the role.
House of Black and White. This is where you'll find the man you seek.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing me.
Any man in Braavos would have done the same. Is
nobody home?
Jack and Hagar gave me this.
no one here by that name.
Please, I crossed the narrow sea. I have nowhere else to go.
You have everywhere else to go.
Cersei. Walder Frey. The mountain. Merentran.
How long was she out there for?
Cersei. Walder Frey. The mountain.
I don't know if she should have done that.
Hey.
Oh, they locked eyes. Is Pa gonna get a love interest? Wait, are they at the same place? You recognized them.
Who is it?
Sansa Stark. Don't look. She's dyed her hair, but it's her. She's sitting with Peter Baelish.
Littlefinger.
No, this is insane.
My lady, I don't think this is the right
Ready
place.
the horses.
We only have one horse.
Find more.
What's she gonna do? Just kidnap her? I thought they were going in different directions.
Lord Baelish. Lady Sansa. My name is Brienne of Tarth.
We've met with Renly Baratheon. He said, your loyalty came free of charge. Someone appears to have paid quite a bit for it since then.
Before your mother's death, I was her sworn sword. I gave my word I would find you and protect you.
She swore to protect your mother. She failed.
You should leave.
Fuck. I just want her to hear
We
her
don't
out.
want our new friend wandering the countryside alone. The roads in these parts aren't safe. Why don't you stay?
I'll ask you to stay.
There we go. I feel like Littlefinger has got his like little fingers into Sansa right now. Nothing better happen to Pod. No! No! Now he's soaked on his own in the woods. Yo, was his sword wooden? She cut right through it.
Podrick,
Yes, my lady.
you can stand now.
Yes, my lady.
What the fuck?
There are only two like it in the world. The one I'm wearing, the one I gave to Marcella.
No note.
They blame us for the death of Oberyn and his sister, and every other tragedy that's befallen their cursed country. I will burn their cities to the ground if they touch her.
I'm gonna make things better.
You've never made anything better.
I'm going to Dawn. And I'm bringing our daughter home.
A one-handed man. Alone.
Never said I was going alone.
Who's he bringing? Braun?
Who's that?
He's waiting for him.
Jamie fucking Lannister. There's no way this little visit could possibly mean anything good for me.
It's very good for you.
Wallace will be marrying Sir Willis Bracken. We made a deal, your sister and I.
I would have advised against that.
How is this good for me?
Because you're going to come with me and help me with something important. And when we return, I'm going to give you a much better girl and a much better castle.
Return from where?
As
Dawn.
far south as south goes.
Oberyn is dead. This Lannister girl skips about the water gardens, eating our food, breathing our air.
It's not her fault.
Let me send her to Cersei. One finger at a time.
I loved my brother. And you made him very happy. For that, you will always have a place in my heart. But we do not mutilate little girls for vengeance. Not while I rule.
And how long would that be?
Just gonna say, you should have said that. Ooh. How did he get back there? There it is. Golden mask.
Sons of the Harpy.
Let's go for a walk.
I really like their dialogue
How many
this scene.
dwarves are there in the world? Is Cersei going to kill them all?
Not him.
Are you trying to deceive your queen?
She actually is trying to kill them all.
I'm going to sell your grace.
Take the head.
Pardon me, Your Grace. I would take it if you don't mind. It could prove useful for my work.
Very good.
You're the hand of the king.
No, Uncle. Clearly it would not be appropriate for a woman to assume that role. I'm merely advising my son until he comes of age and chooses a hand for himself.
I must say, I cannot
Uncle
see
Kevin.
how...
In light of your position as commander of the Lannister armies, it would please the king if you would serve as his master of war.
I would like to hear it from the king himself.
The king is very busy at this moment.
He should be here.
She's making all these moves herself.
He is learning.
I did not return to the capital to serve as your puppet, to watch you stack the small council with sycophants.
She's gonna kill you. He really should be
You are the
talking
queen
back to
mother.
her. Like, he's in the right now, but we know who Cersei is.
You showed mercy to Mance Rayder. The king's word is law. Perhaps you should ask Sir Davos how much mercy I show to lawbreakers. Show too much kindness, people won't fear you. If they don't fear you, they don't follow you. With respect, Your Grace, the free folk will never follow you, no matter what you do. Who then?
They'll follow him.
You? I don't punish men for bravery. I reward them. I don't doubt it, Your Grace, but I'm a brother of the Night's Watch. I pledge them my life, my honor, my sword. I don't know what I have left.
Go with
You
Stannis.
can give me the North. Even if I wanted to, I'm a bastard. Snow. Kneel before me. Lay your sword at my feet. Pledge me your service and you'll rise again as Jon Stark, Lord of Winterfell.
Yo. That gave me goosebumps right there.
You deserve this. You do. I couldn't be happier for you. I'm gonna refuse him.
No!
I swore a vow to the Night's Watch. If I don't take my own word seriously, what sort of Lord of Winterfell would I be?
The triangular tokens count for Sir Alistair Thorne. The square tokens for Sir Dennis Mallister. Each
Mr.
brother
Raymond.
who-
Sam the Slayer. Another wildling lover, just like his friend Jon Snow.
Yo, fuck off. You were hiding in there.
Whilst Lord Janis was hiding with the women and children, Jon Snow was leading. Sir Alistair fought bravely, it is true. When he was wounded, it was Jon who saved us. He may be young, but he's the commander we turned to when the night was darkest.
Damn! It was his goal. He deserves it.
You. I said.
Turn around and go.
Here's your warning.
Turn around and go.
Worth 100 pieces of sword like that?
Nothing's worth anything to dead men.
Quickly, go!
Yeah, we didn't even have to say anything. They recognized his importance.
Who are you? Why were they scared of you?
You lost this.
Yo! Why did he help her before?
Hagar here.
There isn't.
A man is not Jack McGregor.
He's actually back.
No one. And that is who we're going to become.
Kill the masters. Harpy's life is not yours to take. Take him. She has to do this. You open your gates to me. Because I promise you freedom and justice. One cannot exist without the other. Oh, no more Misa. That changed quick. We definitely see, though, that she's trying to do the right thing. Sometimes there is no right thing. It seems like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Her dragon.
Dragon.
Now is when she needs it most. Interesting. Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 2, The House of Black and White. And now I actually know what that's in reference to. Of course, in my intro too, I'm like, I have no idea what that title's about, but I hope we get to see more of Arya. So of course, it's actually in regards to Arya's story. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack for this episode. Before jumping in and do my recap, I was thinking to myself, alright, who do I gotta discuss? We got Khaleesi and Jon Snow. And then when I started thinking about it a little bit more, I was like, wait, we got Khaleesi, Jon Snow, we got Arya, we got Sansa, we got Bran, we got Pod, we got Cersei, we got Jamie, we got Bronn. Like, there's a lot to discuss. It's kind of crazy how much they actually fit into these jam-packed episodes. So, yeah, I don't know where to start. Maybe, I guess, the very end. So, yeah, I'm going to start with Khaleesi. I'm glad we actually got to see her dragon, which I was discussing a little bit in regards to possibly linking up with Bran. We didn't see Bran this episode, which is interesting. We haven't seen him at all this season, I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember much from the season premiere, as crazy as that sounds, but I did watch that, I think, over a week ago. But yeah, we still haven't seen him as far as I could tell this season, so maybe I'm completely wrong about that in regards to his ability to link up with animals and the potential of linking up with the dragon. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that, but at the same time, at the end of this episode, after, I don't know the dragon's name, I think she called it like Dragor or something like that. I really should look it up, but I'm always scared about looking up spoilers if I do, so yeah, if you guys can let me know the dragon's names, or at least that main one, the one that's kind of flying free right now, that left on its own. It's kind of cool that it came back, because like I said a couple episodes ago, if you let something free, or if you set something free and it comes back to you, then it's really yours or belongs to you. I think that's how the saying goes, or something like that. So seeing it come back, it shows that I guess it still kind of cares for her. Like, she reached out his hand, her hand, and she didn't actually touch it. It didn't let her, but it got very close. And when it gave us like that first person view of its face, oh my god, like, that was such a cool shot. They are scary looking, I gotta say. If you're not cool with dragons, like if you're not the mother of dragons and that thing approached you in the street, yeah, you'd probably shit yourself. But the CGI is fantastic, I gotta say. Like, for that dragon there, obviously, I don't know how she does it. I was gonna say, obviously, she's acting to nothing there, but I don't know if it's like a green screen thing, like how they actually do it, where they hold, like, I don't know, like a stick, and they just turn that stick into the dragon. I don't know. I've clearly no involvement in filmmaking, but just to see her act that way with the dragon, not actually have someone to act with, it's super impressive. So yeah, major props to her as well. I definitely love the actress that plays her. I feel like she's doing a great job, especially interacting with these dragons that clearly don't actually exist. But then when it flew off afterwards, I don't know where it's going. So maybe there is the potential that it could still link up with Bran, but I don't know. It's just kind of flying around the city right now. It doesn't seem to be doing any harm. It's not like killing any more goats or kids or anything, so I guess that's a positive. But where the hell did it go? But now the big question with Khaleesi is what she does with the other dragons, because it was brought up to her, I think, in the season premiere, where if she's not the mother of dragons, then what is she if she doesn't have the dragons by her side? So as of right now, the other two are still locked up, but I don't know if, based on that one dragon appearing to her at the end, if that's going to change her perceptions of things. Maybe she knows that she has to let the others out as well. I don't know. I'm guessing that that's going to be a major plot moving forward, what she actually does with the dragons, though. But Khaleesi was clearly a major focus of this episode because shit hit the fan in regards to her once freed slave and him kind of stepping out of line, not staying in his lane. He kind of pissed me off this episode because Khaleesi, she actually listened to her counsel in regards to giving that one killer a trial when she should basically just be taking him out. But no, she's playing things right. She's trying to do the right thing. She's giving him a fair trial. And yet this slave of hers, our former slave, he steps out of line, and I don't know what made him do this on her own, on his own, and why he thought that she would be happy with what he did, like killing him and then putting him on display for everyone to see. Clearly, the other people in the town or in Merin, they're happy with it. Like, they're perfectly fine with the master being killed off like that without a trial. But Khaleesi, she's trying to do the right thing, and then even more so trying to do the right thing by saying like, hey, this is what happens when you step out of line. I have to kill you in front of everyone. Like, you did not allow the trial to actually take place. Like, you took everything into your own hands when that was not your right. So I felt like in the end she was doing the right thing by taking him out and showing everyone that, hey, this is the actual traitor. He stepped out of line, so now he has to be dealt with because he acted on his own accord. So she did the right thing, in my opinion. And the second that she did that, it went from Misa, Misa to pure silence. And like that hissing from the crowd, like that was actually scary. It kind of gave me goosebumps. Like, that was freaky. I don't know why that was so scary to me, but I don't know if it was like the sudden change and then the silence, but that was a freaky scene, and I did not like that at all. They clearly turned on her, and now she's under watch, but with her dragon being back, or at least appearing for the time being, I'm guessing that's going to go over well for her. That's going to look good, and maybe people are going to think twice about actually attacking her. But yeah, that's the Khaleesi discussion. Now I got to move on to Jon Snow, or it could have possibly been Jon Stark. I was rooting for that so bad, and that scene gave me goosebumps as well. That was the other scene out of this episode. There was two scenes that gave me goosebumps. The people turning on Khaleesi with the hissing, and that Jon Stark possibly, or the possibility of Jon Snow becoming Jon Stark. I freaking love that. I don't know what it is exactly when it comes to the Starks, but honor is definitely a major part of it, and I know that Jon Snow is an honorable man, so for him to be honored like that, and for him to actually be allowed or be given the right to be named a Stark by Stannis, I thought that was pretty cool. But that just shows his honor as well that Jon Snow has, and just how honorable he is by saying to Sam, I'm gonna refuse, because if I accept this after I've already pledged my allegiance to the Wall, if I accept that, then what good am I as a Stark? I thought that was so freaking awesome. And then when the voting took place to actually vote the next commander in, like, it was back and forth, and then the older gentleman, he clearly was the tiebreaker, which was freaking awesome to see. People were cheering, and major props to Sam as well. He went above and beyond, even stepping up. He didn't have to do that. Jon was even saying, like, no, don't do it. And then when he actually said, like, hey, Jon Snow, and he pleaded his case to actually be the next commander, that warmed my heart, man. Like, Sam is a ride or die. Like, we all need a hype man like Sam. He has come so far. I still can't believe to this day, his first appearance, I thought he was going to die by the end of the episode. I'm so glad that he didn't. He's come so far. He's kind of like him and Pod, because that's a perfect segue. Like, I don't know what it is about those two. They're so likable, they're so loyal, and they're so honorable as well. They're just good people, and clearly with this show, like, there's so many Two-Faces. We don't have a lot of good people. I just feel like those two characters are some of the good ones. Loyalty is really the word that I should be discussing when it comes to those two, though. But yeah, moving on, I think Arya is up next, because I've discussed Khaleesi, Jon Snow, Sam. Let's discuss a little bit about Arya, because I really enjoyed her story this episode. It's super mysterious in regards to where she is in Valar Morghulis and all that. So when she actually went to that door, I guess it was the House of Black and White, as I look at the episode title, and she knocked on the door, that one older gentleman appeared. I was like, okay, is he like a prophet of some sort? Like, what is going on here? Are they worshiping? Like, this is some type of house of God? I have no idea. And then when he kind of turned her away, she just threw the coin into the water, and I thought, we may never see it again. And then when she was confronted in the street by those little assholes, I was kind of hoping and rooting for her to actually kill them, because all she had is a pigeon. You're trying to rob a little girl of a pigeon? Like, give me a freaking break. And then clearly she was stopped, or they were stopped by you-know-who, the actor. I'm so glad that he came back, reprised his role. I don't know the character's name. I do apologize. But let's just call him Valar Morghulis for now, because that's really what his character was all about. It was so great to see him back. I think I discussed him in the intro as well, wondering if he would actually return, or if I didn't do it in the intro, then it was throughout the reaction. But I'm so glad that she is now reunited with him, because their bond was great. So I guess he's kind of taken her under his wing yet again, and now he's going to show her the ways of Valar Morghulis, what it all means. Is he going to like train her to be exactly like him? I don't know if she's gonna have a disappearing face or a face that's ability to change. I don't know if it's gonna go that far, but I just feel good. It's such a nice feeling knowing that she's with him and safe. And I don't know where her story goes from now, other than I guess they're just gonna train and turn her into like a perfect soldier so she can act out her revenge on those names that she keeps on saying. I thought that was another really cool scene as well. I think it was closer to the start of the episode when she was just turned away and she was sitting on the front steps of the House of Black and White, and we were seeing like the scenes change, like going from like night to day to rain to sunshine. Like she was still out there just saying those names over and over before she eventually got up and went on her way. But I thought that was a very well done scene. I love the way that that was all shot. But next, Cersei and Jamie. Jamie now has his own mission to go on. I feel like there's a couple like rescue missions being attempted right now. The first one is with Jamie and Cersei, or Jamie being sent out by Cersei, or he kind of decided to do that on his own to actually save their daughter, and he's actually fully stating that that's my daughter and I'm going to save our daughter. Like before, he kind of brought it up this episode as well, like he couldn't be a father before because she would have been stoned in the streets if he had. So it does make sense that he was doing the right thing by kind of staying back and not taking that role as a father, which is kind of crazy to say, but incest, I guess there's rules to it. So yeah, now that Tywin's gone, I guess he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I want. So he's stepping up, he's gonna save her. I think he's doing it more for Cersei though, because I don't know, I feel like he wants to keep her happy, because Cersei upset, who knows what she's capable of. Like we saw her at the council meeting as well. She's holding her own council meetings. Like she's going above and beyond, acting in the role. Obviously she's allowed to do some things, like as the mother of the king, and he's not of age yet, but I feel like she's doing a little bit too much now, because previously that was Tywin in the role. With him out of the picture, I don't know if I like Cersei running the show. I'm a little bit scared. Like I'm on edge for everybody. Like when that one guy was stepping up, I think it was the brother of Tywin, when he was declared master of war by Cersei. He's just like, that's great, but I want to hear it from the king. And she's like, yeah, the king's busy right now, so you're hearing it from me, but I'm allowed to tell you it. He's like, yeah, I'm out. So the look that she gave him afterwards, I don't know if that was the best thing for him to do. Maybe he should have just played along with it and then gone to the king himself afterwards. But yeah, we saw Cersei there. She's definitely running the show. She's the new puppet master. The apple clearly doesn't fall far from the tree, the Tywin Lannister tree. So yeah, she sent out Jamie, but like I mentioned, the other rescue mission going on, and has been going on for quite some time, is Brienne and Pod. They're out there. They're trying to save the remaining Stark girls. Arya already turned it down. We still haven't seen the Hound pop up. I know he's still alive, because he would have been killed off by Arya if that was going to be the last that we saw of him. So I'm not sure when he's going to pop up again, how he's going to pop up again, what his story's going to be, but I'm just saying here, right now, he's still out there and he's still alive. I don't know how far he got from where we last saw him, because he was pretty injured, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see him pop up again, if not the episode, soon. So yeah, back to Brienne though, because we actually saw her, well, it was actually Pod that recognized Littlefinger there, and Sansa, and he even said like, oh, he's on the ball, man. He even said like Sansa dyed her hair. So she made him wait outside, Brienne, get another horse ready, and then she walked right up to them like, hey, she pledged her allegiance to Sansa, basically got down on one knee like, hey, I was sworn to protect your mother. I was sworn by your mother. Obviously, I was sent by your mother to get you, bring you back. I couldn't do that, but now, hey, here we are. And Littlefinger, he clearly turned things around right away by saying, like, oh, you were sworn to protect Kat? I knew Kat my entire life. I loved her. How long were you with her? And wait, weren't you also responsible for killing Renly? Littlefinger, I don't blame him, I guess. Like, those are all true things. Like, she was blamed. She was sworn to protect Kat. But obviously, we know how things actually played out. He doesn't. And even if he does know how things played out, he's still using that against her in that moment. I feel like it kind of sucks to say, but and I don't want to say it, but her Sansa, she's fully being manipulated by Littlefinger. I'd like to think that she is smart enough to go out on her own and make decisions on her own, but at the same time, we know how manipulative Littlefinger is. Like, that's like his best skill right there. So it kind of sucked that Sansa didn't actually hear out Brienne, what she had to say, like hear the full story. And then they were actually chased down afterwards. They were going to kill Brienne right there. Like, oh, Littlefinger was saying, why don't you stay afterwards? And stay with our men, stay a while. And they were going to kill her, obviously. So she had to fight to get out of there. And then they ran off. She saved Pod's life. Thank God for that as well. So yeah, there's a lot that went down this episode. I don't know how long I've been talking. There's a few cuts because I fucked up a couple times. But I think I went over basically everyone. I'm sure there's some stuff that I left out, but there's no point of saying every single line from the episode. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. I really enjoyed this episode. This was a good one. I can't wait to see where this season goes. Like, there's a lot going down, a lot going on. Oh, Tyrion, I didn't even discuss him, and Varys. I feel like he's playing a much bigger role this season, and this is all coming to me right now. We also saw Prince Oberyn's place, Dawn. Oh my God, there is so much that went down this episode. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, Tyrion, I guess he's on his way to meet with Khaleesi, with Varys. Whew. There's a lot going down in the show. And we still haven't even got the Bran. It's no wonder why we haven't seen him yet, because there's so much shit going down in the show. But yeah, I'm going to end it there, guys, even though I'm still super hyped. See what the show does to me? Like, I freaking love it. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I am not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in.